Well, we're here today with Brea Grant, a Marshall native who has landed the role of Daphne on the hit TV show Hero.
Yep.
So I just want to talk a little bit about your character and what you've been doing this summer to prepare.
Yeah.
Because the air date is approaching soon.
It's coming up.
So tell me a little bit, what have you been doing to prepare?
Well, I've been filming since May. And we filmed, it's the beginning of September now. The first episode airs the 22nd. And we filmed 9 episodes so far. I'm on a little break right now, and I go back and film episode 10.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's been it's a show that's hard to film, but it's really fun. So it's every episode takes a lot longer than a normal show. It takes about 11 to 14 days to film one episode. So.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's why we've been filming since May.
Wow. Well, the air date is approaching soon. How are you feeling? Are you nervous, anxious, excited about the debut of your character?
Yeah, I'm excited, but it's a job, and I've sort of been treating it like a job up until this point, and so. I think, coming here has put a lot of, coming back to Marshall has made it more exciting because everybody else is really excited because they're sort of removed from the daily work of it, But yeah, I'm really excited. I think I think it's gonna be big. I think the characters, hopefully people will like the character. And yeah, I mean, it's really exciting.
Well, describe Daphne for us.
Daphne is a speedster. She's super fast. And she is a villain. She is a thief and has been working sort of on her own for a long time. And then the first episode, you get to see her meet some of the heroes that we all know and love. And then things sort of progress from there. You get to see her sort of play with all the heroes and meet all of them eventually in some way, shape, or form. Can't really tell you how.
Well, keep that a secret.
Watch and see. You gotta watch and see.
Well, Heroes have won many awards, from Golden Globe, Emmy nominations.
Right.
Does it feel surreal to have landed a role on such a hit TV show?
When I found out I had the audition, I literally laid down on the floor and just started crying. I mean, and it's just an audition. So, and then after that, I think things sort of became very real to me, and I just worked really hard to get the role. But yeah, it's surreal. I mean, to walk on set for the first time and I was introduced to everyone, introduced to the creators of the show, to the writers, all my favorite characters. It was really nerve-wracking, but it was fun. And it's fun, and it's a surreal kind of fun. I guess it's what every actor wants to do, is to be on a show that you love. So.
That's right. That's right. Are you working on any other projects while you're working on it?
I don't have a lot of time, but Max Payne is a video game they've made into a movie with Mark Wahlberg, and I did a cameo for that. That'll be on in October, I believe. And then, right now I'm sort of just doing other stuff on my own. Trying to do Heroes. And I have another movie coming out called Middle of Nowhere with Susan Sarandon and Eva Murray, and that should be coming out in the fall sometime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever imagine when you were on the stage performing in the places you on the road as a little girl that you would actually someday be on TV? With thousands of viewers watching you. Was that a goal of yours?
It was, but it's a very distant goal. I did a lot of theater here in Marshall, and it definitely prepared me to do everything else. But it was a very distant goal from here. But as soon as I went to college and decided, that's kind of what I was looking to do, I guess it became more of a real goal.
Now, some things you can't tell us about the show, but what can you tell us about Heroes and your...
I can tell you that this season is going to shock everyone. There's a lot of really cool special effects, my character especially, but everyone is doing cool stunts, cool special effects. I mean, the show, it's like a mini movie every week. I mean, you watch it and it's insane. Everything that they put into it, all the characters, the costumes and the makeup. I mean, you would be shocked at some of the things that you're going to see this season. It's going to be a shock for fans, and then if for people who haven't watched the show, I think they're really going to enjoy it this season. It's really coming back with a bang. So.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun season.
So wonderful. Have you gained many new fans? Like people recognize you on the street now, and Daphne.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Comic-Con, which is a big comic book festival in San Diego, and that's they showed the first half of the first episode of Heroes there. And that was the first place where people started recognizing me and wanted their picture taken with me and stuff like that, which was really exciting for me, But, people wanted to know all about my character and stuff, and I was sort of just there as to buy comic books and to hang out with some friends of mine. But it was fun. It was the first time I actually got recognized and stuff. Although fans from Friday Night Lights, which I did previous to this, they do recognize me. I would be waiting tables and people would go, "Were you on Friday Night Lights?" And which is a little embarrassing but exciting at the same time.
Tell us a little bit about Daphne's extraordinary ability.
Yeah, so she's super fast, and she she can run through as fast as sound. If you can imagine, and it's a great sort of pairing they do with a hero who is the he can stop time and time travel, and he stops time, and she can move around within his stop time because she is so fast that she can move during his pause time. So when you see them first meet, you get this sort of how are you doing? How are you doing this? Because they've never met someone who could sort of stop their abilities. So it's a pretty neat pairing that they've come up with. And there's actually a comic book online on NBC.com of Daphne, 2 comic books that they do. They do these web comics, and you get to see that Daphne is so fast she can run on water, and you get to really see the beginnings of her powers and sort of see how they manifest and what she does with them before she meets Hero and all the other gang of heroes. So.
Very neat.
Yeah, it's cool.
How's her character, the role of Daphne, different from any other roles that you?
Well, she's a villain. That's a little different. Although I haven't always played the nicest characters, but yeah. She's different. She's very independent. She's been on her own for a while, doing the whole villain thing, stealing things, kind of living on her own, doing what she wants to do. So she's a lot different than a lot of the characters I've played, but she's still playful and fun, which has been sort of a cool side of the character that has been fun to explore.
Oh, Daphne.
Yeah, she's still cool.
That's wonderful. And I have one more question for you. Had you always been a Heroes fan?
Yeah, I've always liked the show. I'm sort of a sci-fi comic reader. I kind of like that kind of stuff anyway. And so sort of fit right in. If you would have said, what show did you want to be on, it would definitely have been Heroes. Or maybe Lost. They probably don't want to hear that, though.
Heroes is a good
But Heroes is, I've always been a fan of the show. I did have to go back and watch. I watched it from the beginning and through the second season before I started filming, because I wanted to make sure I knew every single detail of what happened the last 2 seasons, because I didn't want to be caught off guard at any point. But
that's good.
Yeah, it's good. Research. Exactly.
Well, don't forget to watch Heroes on NBC.
Yeah, NBC. I don't know what channel that is in Marshall, but NBC.
But
September 22nd, NBC.
Watch Brea Grant make her debut as Daphne. Thank you, Brea.
Yeah, thanks.